The United States has delivered its first sharp reaction after Iran attacked Israel following a brief truce. A hawkish Trump ally has claimed that Tehran wants nothing less than the destruction of both the US and Israel. The US ambassador to Israel has turned up the heat with a blistering denunciation of Tehran after the latest attack. Mike Huckabee said, and I quote, "Iran fired missiles at Israel last night and early today. The missile alerts sounded at 6 a.m. in Jerusalem. They were intercepted, thank God. Iran and its proxy agents of evil want to incinerate America and Israel. Mothership of Satan is in Tehran. In the shelter now. Hearing loud booms overhead. Hopefully it's the interception. Another day we live under threat of crazed Iranian regime." Unquote. Iran has launched multiple missiles at Israel since the early hours of June 8th. The strikes are being described as retaliation for Israel's deadly Lebanon campaign despite the truce. Trump's push for restraint appeared short-lived as Israel launched fresh strikes inside Iranian territory. The Israeli Air Force targeted military-linked sites across central and western Iran in a new wave of attacks. Iranian state media reported explosions in Tehran, Tabriz, and Isfahan as air defenses were activated. Additional blasts were reported near Karaj, expanding the geographical scope of the strikes. The IRGC claimed Israel used air-launched ballistic missiles in attacks carried out on Iranian soil. The Israeli operation came shortly after Iran launched missiles toward northern Israel. Tehran said its missile barrage was retaliation for recent Israeli strikes on Beirut. As Iran and Israel exchange fresh blows, fears grow that the region is edging toward another major war.
A short while ago, the Iranian terror regime launched missiles towards the territory of the State of Israel. We have prepared for this. The IDF is strongly prepared on the defense and on the offense. The Iranian terror regime had made a grave mistake when, yet again, it chose terror. The regime is trying to create a new equation. When it carries out direct fire into our territory in response to IDF attacks in the Dahia, we will not allow it. We attacked in the Dahia following the non-stop Hezbollah fire towards northern Israeli communities. The IDF will continue to operate across all of Lebanon and will deepen the hit to the Hezbollah terror organization. We will not allow fire toward the citizens of the State of Israel to continue. We are prepared for the possibility of further firing towards us. Our defense systems are excellent, but the protection is not hermetic. Continue to behave responsibly and calmly as you did so far. We are experienced.
On camera, Iran launched missiles toward Israel for the first time since the April truce, reigniting fears of a wider conflict. Air raid sirens echoed across northern Israel, sending millions scrambling for shelters as the attack unfolded. The IDF claimed most incoming missiles were intercepted or failed to reach their intended targets. Dramatic footage circulating online appeared to show at least one Iranian missile penetrating Israeli defenses and striking its target. Even as regional powers pushed for restraint, Tehran defended the strike as a response to Israeli actions in Lebanon.
In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, the aggressive Zionist regime, by repeatedly violating the ceasefire and with the green light in support of the criminal United States and the silence of international bodies, has increased its wickedness against the oppressed people of Lebanon day by day, committing war crimes by using prohibited weapons, including phosphorus bombs. Despite previous warnings from the Islamic Republic of Iran, the child-killing Zionist regime, having crossed all red lines and increased its attacks in southern Lebanon, has targeted Beirut's Dahia. We had warned that if the crimes in Beirut's Dahia expand, we would attack targets within the occupied territories. The Zionist army must stop its attacks on southern Lebanon and Dahia. Should it expand its attacks on that region or respond to Iran's action, it will face even more crushing and regrettable blows, and devastating attacks will be launched against the regime and its supporters. Victory is only from God, the Almighty, the Wise.
IDF Chief Eyal Zami declared Israel was prepared to respond militarily if further attacks were launched. At the same time, Trump moved swiftly to prevent the exchange from spiraling into a broader regional war. The US president reportedly urged Israel to avoid immediate retaliation despite the missile barrage. The White House feared a counterstrike could jeopardize ongoing diplomatic efforts with Tehran. Reports say Trump personally urged Netanyahu to hold fire, with Israel agreeing to avoid immediate escalation. Hours after the attack, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi launched a flurry of diplomatic outreach. Pakistan, Britain, France, Egypt, Qatar, and Turkey reportedly received the same message from Tehran. Araghchi argued that Israel's strikes on Beirut had violated the broader ceasefire understanding in the region.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.